well, at least in my local copy of the notes. You can still not eat right away, but it's not as often. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it does seem that a fair amount of this game is just sort of managing RNG. Not manipulating it, not obviating it, just managing it. This is also usually why people getting into Legend of Mana, the recommended category to start with is Fairy Percent, not Dragon Percent. Because even though Fairy Percent is 20 minutes longer, we'll say, it's a more consistent route. Dragon Percent, between the item grinds and your pet, whether you're going to do the Mambo route or the Jury route, and the Mambo route is faster, but I don't know. My speedrunner's heart yearns for Jury because Mambo is a jerk when he wants to be, which is about 90% of the time. There's a lot going on with Dragon Percent. Yeah, assistant RNG manager. Managing my face is important. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. There we go. It takes a lot of work to get a mug this ugly. To get a beard this unkempt. I probably will forget to take the wheel, regardless of what happens. Stupid spin. So if you spin too close to enemies a total of 5 times. And that, like, if you spin too close to 2 enemies, that counts as 2. Then you also get dizzied, but you get dizzied for longer because the game is not fair like that. God, another awful time. Get power cancels, please? My god. Oh god, that was so bad. Sounds like your house is going through a car wash outside. Is it that rainy there? It hails here. Speaking of hail, it hails here about as much as it rains. I don't fully get it. Thankfully, I am renting a house, with a garage, so that my car is not pelted by ice. Otherwise, it probably would have been destroyed a long time ago. There we go. All right. While doing this section, I was remembering a silly joke from years ago running this. To get 2113, 1113, and then 2213 as a tattoo. Because that's the menuing order for talking to the Dud Bears. In order to sell the lamps. He wanted a much bigger lamp than the little one she has. Well, agree to disagree, Monique. I think your lamps are just fine. I think Gilbert's just a bit of a horse's patoot. Probably. Probably. Well, that is definitely something. That was almost a gold split. So that does make me think that at some point I did know to do all that. I've just forgotten. Oh my god. Just rapid fire punches by the succubus. Alright. Now the Levantine grind. One. Two. Oh. So close. Three. Alright, we are definitely in the very red territory now. This is even before we get to Hito. Okay, 4. Bad menuing. Okay, 1 ST. Two STs. Was it 4th try Levantine as well? Okay. You know, if I'm gonna drop off Mambo, thinking, if I'm going to waste the time to drop off Mambo because of the higher likelihood that that saves me time rather than me getting the God Mambo RNG throughout the rest of the run, maybe what I want to do instead is pick up the Rabbite. I suppose that's been considered, right? I don't know if Lemur's still here, but I do kind of have to imagine the mana community has considered picking up the Rabbite instead of managing land levels to get one of the demi-human pets. Yeah, you do have to return home before Ghost of Nemesis, but I'm thinking also in terms of the time loss that Mambo can cost you in fights. The Ovaltine grind. I just split at the end of events. It just makes more sense for me. But yeah, so I'm not thinking in terms of like the optimally fastest. I'm thinking in terms of optimally the most consistent fastest. Like optimally, yeah, Mambo, but like then you have to depend on Mambo's behavior a bit. And you have to manage it, and that can be more than a little annoying. Because that 121.03 I got there was dropping Mambo off. Of course, we got to level up at the end there. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to give it some thought. Because I know me. I'm not good enough to be in contention for, like, you know, top 3 times for anything that I run, really. So for me, it is about trying to navigate what is consistently super fast rather than, like, what is optimally super fast. God, so many buttons to press. My nose itched there, and I kept forgetting about all these things that I need to press. knock him back to put him out of Mambo's range. Yeah. I need to be doing that too. That is a properly, like, really good tip. Melee top 8 is starting soon? Oh, very cool. I hope that's enjoyable. Enjoy the lurk. And thanks for the good luck. I will need it. Ooh, that was a good one. All things considered, that was a good fight. Okay. Okay, that not great NPC movement there, but whatever, we're fine. Okay. Okay, you're just gonna be this way. Not liking this. Ah, that was bad. That was real bad. Alright. Alright, no Brave Blade. And the game is running slow. That's cool. Super fun. Love that. Alright, Brave Blade. Counter-Strike, good. Do you want to maybe attack me? Yikes. Yeah, sure, that's fine. I should put jump on, but whatever, we're fine. Oh, come on, don't do that. Okay, well that's better. So a worse Deathbringer, a better Ahara Phase 1. How's Phase 2 gonna go? Ah, that might have been too early. Oh no, that was fine. Okay, there we go. Good enough, I guess. I think we're in the green here. I think. Oh god, Mambo moves so slow too. I just don't know how much we're in the green. Oh, and the game's running slow. He does have a thick tail, although I don't know how much of it is the tail and how much is the armor. Because he is wearing full armor. That doesn't surprise me. Seems like a very, very common writing trope is to introduce prejudice into, non-humans of the same kind of... Oh, how did you survive? The same kind of, like, superficial prejudices that exist in humanity. To just describe... I don't know. It happens a lot. So I'm not too surprised at that. Okay. So when you say snake and gator peoples, do you mean that it's like some sort of combination thereof? Like Naga type things? Or there are snake people, and then separately there are gator people, and in sort of both of these tribes there is that tail thickness prejudice? Hmm. Okay, good. Interesting. Very interesting gold split there. Historic grudges between Ursus, I'm guessing bear people. Or because the Draco, I'm guessing dragons. Did a bunch of atrocities before the Aslan. I'm going to assume Aslan as in, like, the lion from The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. So I'm going to assume lion people. Initially looked like there's a racial thing between the Sarkats and the Sancta, which sort of is, but they've Spent all of known history at war. Aslan are the lion people. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Game running slow, super not fun. It does seem to do it only for like a room or two. So I don't know. Although, actually, this is more than a room or two. Huh, interesting. So what is Arknight? Is it a video game, a tabletop thing? I don't know if I've ever heard of it before. It's a tower defense gacha? Hmm. It's a Lumi raid! Luminaria raid! Welcome on in, Lumi and Raiders. Hope you're well. Hope you had a good stream. I need to take care of this boss real quick, but sit tight. Hope you had a great stream. Welcome on in. Hope you're all having a good weekend. It's just SO left. Thank you. Ah, come on. Power cancel, please. Like I've played this before, please. Okay. Alright, welcome in Lumi and Raiders. I hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great stream with some Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Racodactylus, or Racodactylus. Either pronunciation is fine. I am a speedrunner who is currently revisiting Legend of Mana. Originally a PlayStation 1 game, but I'm doing the Steam remaster that came out 4 or 5 years ago. I'm also a weekly science communication streamer and the occasional Link to the Past randomizer streamer. So if any of that sounds appealing to you, please feel free to drop a follow and come hang out. Would love to have you. And anybody in my community who loves good streamers, great communities, good personality, and a lot of like more casual like RPGs and things like that, go give Lumi a follow because they're just one of the coolest people on Twitch and has built up an amazing community of folk over there. So do show the love. And welcome in, Dankle. Hope you're well. And thank you, Leth, for giving the shout out to Lumi. I do appreciate that. Yeah, cutting bamboo is in this route. That's the first one we learn, actually. We never use it, but we do get it. You do learn it with the swords. But yeah, how was your stream? Hopefully you're continuing to have fun with Rebirth. Okay. I'm about to do, or at least I'm about to attempt to skip here. So let's see if I can pull this off. Up, up, up. No, no, not down, not down. We went left, we went left. You made lots of progress today? Nice. Hey, first try Brave Blade. Cool, fun stuff. Okay, let's do this. Cool. We got the skip. It's a very interesting skip. There we go. Now we're at the boss. Yeah, it's a save load thing. We you know, line up our shot, and then we enter a trigger at the same time that we enter the save menu, save the file, exit out of the save menu. Hopefully we've triggered the event, and then we reload the save. And then we are actually past the event. It's just a strange thing. No idea if this is in the original. Okay. That's not good. Losing time here. Okay. That was a worse dragon fight. That was pretty bad. Weirdly enough, the head and the crotch are about the only places you can hit. Tiamat has a very, very weird hitbox. Anyway, yeah, I probably lost about 40 seconds on that. But yeah, you made tons of progress today. That's fantastic. And if you got to do all the streamer self-care things, post-stream things, or if you have anything to do, absolutely don't feel obligated to stick around. But for real, thank you so much for bringing your community over here. I'll do my best to keep them entertained. I've already gotten one kind of free PB today, and we're working on the next. Because the skip that I did there was found after I had stopped running this category, and it's like a 4-minute skip. So the previous run I got, it was what was it, like 2 minutes 20 seconds after everything was said and done. So I saved about 220 there. Seeing if I can bring it down a little further, I would love to get a sub 120 in this category, but I am back to running this, basically. This is day 2 after having not played this, well, not speedrun this in a year and a half kind of thing. So there's still some rust to shake off. I still need to get better at timing my power cancels and remembering battle placement for where I want to be in order to more effectively take out certain enemy configurations. So there's a lot of time left on the table. Because yeah, like the 4-minute time save basically undid a lot of bad RNG that I had. I mean, that said, Legend of Mana, if you want to speedrun an RPG, or if you want to speedrun something that's a little bit more action-based, or maybe even like beat-em-up style, because that's the kind of combat system that this has, A Legend of Mana is an incredibly friendly game to speedrun. Especially the remaster with some of the quality of life additions. So, yeah, it's one of those like easy to learn, tough to master things. So, anybody interested in speedrunning an RPG and has Legend of Mana, I would encourage this. This is a good one. And yeah, here's all the time loss from the Tiamat fight, because I mean, we lost a little bit of time to the Lark fight, but most of it was Tiamat. Okay. Oh, now I'm remembering how I ended up losing time on Summer 11, is I forgot to get the wheel. Okay, yeah, now things are... The old brain eventually working. And yeah, this is one of the prettiest games, both visually and auditorily. This game is just gorgeous. So even if you don't want to speedrun it, even if you just want to play it casually, I would recommend it. But I would also recommend use a guide, because this game is truly terrible at conveyance. Genuinely one of the worst games I've ever played for telling the player what to do to progress. But I also think that's partly because the game writer and producers and all that were a little bit more concerned with emphasizing just exploration of the world rather than progressing through the game, which is a very unusual thing for a video game. And the game is running slow for me there, so there's some time loss. That's super awesome. Ooh, going for sushi in like an hour with your bestie. That's awesome. Torch goes here. Wheel goes here. Tome goes here. Okay. Back-to-back PB. I mean, it is possible. There's still time to lose. Getting unlucky with my power cancel timing on bosses, or if they ST at inopportune times, or if the mana goddess doesn't want to cooperate. I could still not PB this, but it is looking nice. Yep, 'tis crab time. I need to avoid crabs. Nope, there's one. No, they don't. They just cost time if I hit them. Because when you hit them, your momentum completely stops, so it does cost about a second. That wasn't a fun crab fight. Yeah, the little axolotl there has a sprite where it like balances a ball on its nose. I don't know if that's an ability or just like an idle animation or something, but like it's very cute, like a seal. Yeah, fine to hit crabs in fight. I came in way too low here. All right. Ah, so close. I should not even bother to try to ST counter that. I should just run off to the side to avoid the thing. There we go. You thought ninja meant sushi crabs? Oh, could be. These little penguins, little pirate penguins. Super cute. Okay. Rusty anchor to the right of Geo. Moon's Mirror. Broken Doll. Stone Eye. There we go. Yeah, the time gain is from not forgetting the wheel, now that I have had time to reflect on my performance. Hi, Dana. Bye, Dana. Yeah, Dana's my favorite character in the fairy arc as well. It's a shame that in the speedrun it is faster to kill her than to save her. But, yeah. If someone disguises themselves as Dana, are they Danish? Probably not. They're just an imposter. They're a Shadow Zero. Alright, that was a terrible Mantis fight. God, I lost a lot of time here in the last run, and I'm losing even more time here. Yeah, that was a really bad Mantis Ant fight. Alright, well, whatever. We want this. 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 Okay. So there's a weird thing in this game to trigger the end game quests, which are Cage of Dreams, which allows you to get the Sword of Mana artifact so that you can place it to do the Legend of Mana quest, which is the final quest of the game. And a couple of conditions have to be met. One is that the number of artifacts on the map needs to be, I think it's 18. And second is you actually need to have left home when you have at least that many artifacts on the field. So after we place all the artifacts on the map that we get for any particular route, we then go home and then leave home and then come back home to trigger that cutscene with the sproutlings and the little cactus. We then have to also go in the home and then out of the home, like the actual house itself, in order to trigger the actual start of the Cage of Dreams event. Now, because we hadn't entered and left home before, we also triggered the start of the two little sorcerers, but we're not going to worry about that event. think I've ever seen that thing do that ability before. That really, really threw me for a loop. And then it actually also confused the character, too, which I don't ever deal well with. And yeah, this is the end of this run. Yep. It did cost me a little bit of time, that's fine though. And here we go. Just because you have the Sword of Mana artifact does not mean that you need to go do this quest. There are 3 major storylines in the game. The completion of any one of them is sufficient to allow you to do the Cage of Dreams. But there's still a bunch of other events in the game. We only do a very, very, very small amount in any of the major storyline speedrun categories. Dragon %, Fairy %, Jumi %. And I think if you do all 3 of the main stories as a speedrun, you're still only doing less than half the events. Or fewer than half? Less than half. Yeah, not the biggest fan of that thing, defending 4 times, but whatever. No! Bad, bad, bad. Yeah, I did not have any Geisel greens to catch it. I'm sorry. Alright, good. Now we just need a cooperative mana goddess. Have a non-cooperative mana goddess. That's not great. And there we go. I'll take it. I will take it. Yeah, sub 120 is basically free. I just, with good RNG. So, there were some execution issues at the end there. Yeah, sub 1, with flame skip, sub 120 is free. I just need to keep at it until I get first try Levitine, 0 ST Hito, or even a 1 ST Hito, a decent Aggravator. Actually, Brave Blade was second fight, so I didn't have to do any grinding for it. Decent Tiamat would be good. Yeah, like, really, the big thing here was Fallen Emperor, which was the Levitine grind and Hitodama fight. Everything else was, a little bit of change here and there. I'm still a little surprised at the Dragon Princess Gold split, but okay. I'll take it. I don't understand it. And thank you for the GGs, Ninja and Dankle. But let's see. Yeah, Lost Princess, so the very first Mushboom fight cost me time, and then the Dewinky fight wasn't great, but it also wasn't terrible. Fairy's Light, fair enough. Monster Corral, I surprisingly still have some time to save there, but that was fine. Throughout this run, just like the previous streams I've been doing of this, the game does kind of randomly slow down in places, and I don't like that. I do need to figure that out. Because, I don't know, maybe over the course of a run, that's 15 or 20 seconds. I don't know. It sucks. Guardian of the Winds, that was, really good. We had a really good Aggravator fight. Ghost of Nemesis. Yeah, this is, Sierra wasn't fantastic, and Deathbringer could have been better, but, yeah, that's fine. I'll take it. Hey, Phonus, welcome on in. Have I tried running the game offline of Steam? Yeah. Like not streaming? Yeah. I mean, yeah, maybe, I'll need to maybe pay more attention, but I think it's also doing that occasional slowdown thing. So I don't think it's OBS. I might need to just uninstall and reinstall the game, because checking the file integrity thing, I did that before stream, and it's still doing this thing. And I don't know, maybe I'll switch it to my primary hard drive. It's on an SSD at the moment, but my primary hard drive is an SSD as well, so maybe it just wants to be on that. I don't know. Oh, streaming but running locally. Oh, I don't know if it's a Steam thing, because I also run, Shantae and the Pirate's Curse off of Steam, and wasn't really... Oh, maybe I have been. I don't know. check Steam settings for downloads just to make sure that it's not... Yeah, let me actually disable allow downloads during gameplay. And throttle downloads while streaming. Sure, let's do that. Could be that. I don't know. Either way, welcome on in, Fonus. I've shaved off 3 minutes in one day from my PB because of the flame skip. I just need a little bit more RNG to go my way, and a sub 120 is just on the horizon. Yeah, it was a 4th try or 5th try Levitine and a 2 ST Hitodama. Aggravator was surprisingly fine. I could have done a little better on the Windcaller fights, but Aggravator was not too terrible. Dragon Princess, no idea what happened there, honestly. Crimson Dragon, I am dropping off Mambo after Dragon Princess, and... like, that's now 2 runs in a row where that's worked in my favor. Tiamat did... that was a pretty awful fight with Tiamat there, so I lost time this time. But, you know, I saved... I didn't lose as much time on sort of the rest of the run, honestly. So, yeah, pretty good. Yeah, Gaius. You do that event for Gaius to get the ring that allows you collecting experience to go to your party members too. The Forbidden Ring. Here's Bud and Lisa. I don't know, I mean, yeah, given that it is just going to kind of be grinding out for a sub 120, I still also need to think about, like, where I want to be with this before I move on to Fairy percent and Jumi percent. Because 120 is gonna happen. It's just gonna depend on basically the same performance I put on, but a, you know, first try Levitine, so to speak. That's pretty much it. And so that'll be, you know, 119, 118, something about that. Penguins are all over the game. Yeah, the dub bears. And there's Cathinja. Probably my favorite sprite in the game. I really like the character, the way that she's put together. Although I say that, young Escad's sprite is amazing. Sandra's sprite is amazing. Pokiel's sprite is amazing. Like, there are just so many, like, just top-tier sprites in this game. Well, I do think partly she has more personality than the others because she is hit on by Gilbert and has to react to him, and so more of her personality comes out in basically telling him, like, no, you gotta stop this, and then, alright, fine, petrify. Whereas, you know, Mephane's, I mean, I guess some of his personality comes through with the fireworks event. I mean, okay, two things. One, I need to figure out why the game is slowing down from time to time. That sucks. That's a thing. But two, it is good to be back running this. This is just such a fun game. You thought Mephianes might be the final villain, then you played more of the game. Yeah, the way that that one quest in the desert, Duma Desert, plays out with Mephanes and Cathinja, like it does have the impression of like, oh, he might be a bad guy, and then you get to the end of it, and it's like, oh, he's not. He's fine. Oh, Rubens. Rubens is another sprite in this game that I think is fantastically put together. My face is not fine, Ninja. Appreciate the sentiment, though. Yes, my face does have very face-like qualities to it. I will absolutely, admit to that one. Oh, I should maybe have the game be the primary window if I'm gonna do the save file thing. Cool.